So my thoughts on UFC 298 is, so for the first fight between Roman Kopylov and Anthony Hernandez is, I thought for Anthony Hernandez to win, he was going to have to submit Roman Kopylov because on the feet, Roman Kopylov's head kicks are just too quick and heavy, and he hits way too hard, and that's what he did. So he won by what I thought he was gonna have to do, is to beat him by submission. Once I knew he got that rear naked choke in the second time, I know he was gonna tap out, and when Anthony Hernandez was gonna win the fight. And then the second fight of the night was between Henry Cejudo and Merab. That fight, I thought that fight should have been a split decision. I didn't think Merab won by unanimous. I think Merab was caught off guard because his face seemed shocked that he won by unanimous decision. So I thought Henry Cejudo was going to come out here and put the pressure on Merab and try to submit him or try to knock him out. And it looks like Merab's pressure on his gas tank just was too much for Henry Cejudo, and he just kept on taking him down, wearing down Henry Cejudo. He took Henry Cejudo down more than Aljamain Sterling could do. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent fight. I thought it was going to be more entertaining, though, a back and forth fight, but I think it should have been a split decision if it was up to me. So third fight, Ian Gary versus Jeff Neal. I thought that fight was decent. I thought somebody was going to get knocked out in that fight. It was pretty defensive fight by both guys. I think Ian Gary had the better shots, better combinations. His 1-2 shots are good. And then every time Jeff Neal did something good, he just put him against the cage and try to take him down, which I don't think he should have done. I thought he just should have just kept on throwing punches and lining up his shots to get Ian Gary out of there, because he had him maybe rocked maybe once or twice. But it was a pretty decent fight. And then Robert Whitaker versus Paulo Costa in the co-main event. That was fight of the night. That was a pretty entertaining fight. So in the first round, when when Paulo Costa landed that head kick on Robert Whitaker, I thought it was over for Robert Whitaker, and he just got rocked bad, horribly, and I thought it was over. Like, Paulo Costa, that would landed clean. Usually would have been knocked out with, anybody would have got hit by that kick, they would have been knocked out, but Robert Whitaker's got a heart of a champion, and his chin, his head showed that he's got a heart of a champion, and I believe he deserves to fight for the title next, or to fight somebody to figure out who should be the #1 contender to Dricus, to see who Dricus fights next for that title. And then the main event between Alexander Volkanovski and Ilia Topuria. It was a good fight in the first round. You could have gave it to either guy. It was a pretty close round. It was a feeling out process, but I knew Ilia Topuria was the younger guy. Volk is the older guy, and Ilia Topuria's 1-2. It's just too fast for Volk. He throws it way too quick. And in the second round, it just showed that his age is catching up. That Volk's age is catching up to him, and then it's Ilya